Does it ever seem to you that President Trump has done more than any president in modern history in just 16 months? Yep, me too. He's not only done more in that short time than any president since FDR, but he's also rolled back almost all of his predecessors' 2 terms, so-called legacy legislation, executive orders, and regulations. 16 months, 8 years of Obama, and 8 years of Obama is just about gone. More to do, but there are only tattered remnants of what we now know were the slow, almost indolent years of the Obama administration. I marvel at President Trump's abundant, even endless energy. We're about the same age. I may be a shade older than the president. While I consider myself a worker, Mr. Trump is in a league of his own. Climbing on Air Force One to go to Texas to console a community coping with the pain and grief of another school shooting. Signing right-to-try legislation. Pardoning Jack Johnson. Today, pardoning Dinesh D'Souza. And maybe soon Martha Stewart as well. Flying to Nashville to rally his base to put more Republicans in Congress and the Senate. And now he's slapping tariffs on Mexico and Canada because they won't negotiate on NAFTA, and the European Union just because they deserve it. Negotiating to denuclearize the Korean Peninsula, and undeterred by the massive odds against success and unlikely success.
Because, it's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you're being jailed.
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
Let me ask you about China. I go to China. China. People from China, they love me. China. People think I don't like China. I love China. China is the new China, by the way. China. I do with China. Big league, China. So I'm telling you about China. I know China. China. Whether it's China. So if you went to China and you wanted to get a job in China, I don't knock China. I just like China.
After getting the subpoena, you delete 33,000 emails, and then you acid wash them or bleach them, as you would say, a very expensive process. So we're going to get a special prosecutor, and we're going to look into it, because you know what? People their lives have been destroyed for doing 1/5 of what you've done, and it's a disgrace. And honestly, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Secretary Clinton, I want to follow up on that. I'm going to let you talk about email.
Because everything he just said is absolutely false, but I'm not surprised. In the first debate,
the audience needs to calm down here.
I told people that it would be impossible to be fact-checking Donald all the time. I'd never get to talk about anything I want to do and how we're going to really make lives better for people. So, once again, go to HillaryClinton.com. We have literally Trump. You can fact check him in real time. Last time at the first debate, we had millions of people fact checking. So I expect we'll have millions more fact checking because, it's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.